early, but not as early as I'd hoped for it to be. And I don't normally do pieces to camera like this, so it's a bit awkward. But it's been around a year since I started making videos more consistently, and I've not yet made one like this where I'm actually on camera in this way. So I thought I would try it. But yeah, I'm not going to make too much eye contact with the camera because that'd be weird. Today is a peaceful day. Tomorrow's going to be a local procession, which I documented last year and I've been looking forward to. And today is like a preliminary walk with them, which I haven't covered before, but it should just be a small morning procession. So I'll probably film today and tomorrow, but I won't really make a distinction between it. I'll just kind of see what I get. And I'll do a bit more talking as I'm working, or make notes of things to say as I'm working, because I think it's nice to show what goes into the kind of work that I'm making, to have something that's a bit more than just the normal kind of point of view videos that I've been making so far, which are really useful in terms of actually actively showing, but I think there is maybe a bit more value in having a bit more of what I'm thinking about and what I'm looking for and what I'm working towards. So I'm walking over now to Forest Gate, which is where the procession should be starting off from, but like I said, it's a bit later than I'd hoped for, which means they may have already started already. So I'll have to check in to see whether or not I'm gonna head them off along the route that I suspect is their route, but again, I might be wrong. So if I miss them entirely, it is what it is, but hopefully I'll be able to catch them as they're just starting. I really haven't put too much thought into how this format of video would work, aside from that there would be more talking. There'll still be like perspective, like chest mount worn camera while I'm actually photographing, but I think it's more a matter of me saying a little more. I've enjoyed the videos that I've done recently where I've kind of included more talking heads from other photographers around me and just people in general, and a bit more ambience, but I don't know how I feel about it being more centered on my face. Just arriving now and it's fairly quiet. I'm going to switch over to body worn style and see whether or not they've started already or whether I missed it. Om Sai Ram, this morning, is there a milk pot procession?
Yeah.
Did I miss it already?
No,
or is it hasn't happened yet? Okay, good. Because it said 10 AM and it's almost 11, I thought. Like,
yeah, about 2. No,
2
we
o'clock?
just start 10 o'clock. After
Okay.
that, now we are going to start.
Okay,
Yes, yes.
oh, so I'm on time. Oh, wonderful, thank you so much.
Okay, good boy.
So I made it in time, which is nice. Seems like a nice group of people, some of whom I remember from last time, and I'll mostly be POV, so I've got my hands free for the actual photography side of things. And you know, we'll see. This will now be more in line with the kind of videos I'm normally making, but I'll maybe see if I do a voiceover later or whether it's even worth it. I'm also not sure if I'll even include photographs, because I've been leaning more towards video being video, photographs being photographs. You know, people can see how images are being made, but they don't need to see the image itself. It's more about getting a sense of how it's coming together. Anyway.
Please hold the pot from your head, please.
I kind of hope that the music being used is non-proprietary, because when I was traveling in India, I used some footage from a temple that I recorded, and they had music playing over the speakers, but the video ended up like copy striked because they were playing the music, I guess, off this like a playlist, and it was owned by someone else rather than being like temple exclusive music. The pace is quite fast. I feel like this is more of an A to B procession than one designed more for kind of outreach, if that makes sense. Yeah, we're not normally speed walking through the streets. Makes it a bit difficult to make the kind of photos I normally make, but all that means is that it's a challenge. I've not really taken many photographs so far because with the speed of the movement and the kind of image I would want from this, I think I don't want to be like jumping in front of people, which is what would be required to make that kind of image. So I'm just walking with them now. I know that tomorrow will be better photographically, but this is still nice just spending time with the community. I'm hoping that the route will take us through the park I started off in, and that might be a nice moment, a little bit more spread out environment where I'll feel more comfortable, whereas here, because it's sort of almost single file level, it's harder for me to get the images that I would want.
Please stop spotting purple flowers and everything.
So tomorrow also you are joining, correct?
Yes, East Ham.
East Ham Temple, yes.
Yeah, I'll be
so
there.
every day it is alternate. So yesterday we started from East Ham, came to Forest Gate, did Abhishekam there. Today we did puja there. Hello. Then going from Forest Gate to East Ham, we'll do Abhishekam there.
Yeah, we did make it back to the park, which is nice. Still not massively photographic. They paused for a group photo, and I took one of my own version. But the more, like, as I'm making photos, I'm thinking about whether or not to include them, and I feel like I don't really need to, because you see how it's made, and that's what the purpose of the video is, to show like the space that I'm in, how I'm behaving in it, how others are interacting with me, how they're responding to the camera, and that kind of relationship. It's not really about like, oh, here's the photo I made from it, because that's in print or it'll be in the book, and it's a separate endeavor to video, and I feel like separating it out in my mind will make it easier. But again, we'll see. Like I said, I've not put too much thought into the way that this format will work. So if I include a photo, if I don't, and then if I make another video similar to this where I'm talking and there's more of me, I don't think I'll just stop at this one, because I do like to test things out fully in different circumstances. But we'll see how I feel about this, how I make it work, how I don't make it work, and we'll see what comes of that.
Going the front slowly. Yeah, Sushma, you stay. Sushma, you stay.
So we're arriving at the destination of this one, which is the Orange Temple just across the road here. I'll go in there. I was invited in to photograph the Abhishekam, which is at the conclusion of this, and then I'll probably wander back along the route because there's a couple of scenes and kind of still lifes that I'll photograph there, and then that will most likely be it for today, and then I'll pick up again tomorrow. I'm from everywhere.
Oh, you're from good. So you're invited today to...
I live down the road, Manor Park.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I spend time in all of the temples.
Okay. I was wondering.
So I've been in this temple before, but not as far back as this. It's one of the better lit temples, which is really nice. It means I can keep my exposures fairly fast. And I think they're going to start in a second. So I'll be documenting as they wash the main murti of the temple. And that will be today's ceremony over. And then tomorrow's will be more of a longer procession with more of the community coming in from all over Europe as far as I am aware.
Which camera is nice? Which camera this is? How many pixels?
No pixels, zero.
Zero.
Roll film.
Okay. You have a roll.
ओम वक्रतुंड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। ओम भूर्भुवस्सुवः सर्वाभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमो नमः। धूपम् आघ्रापयामि।
I've been here for a while, but only since last year I've been coming to the temple.
Nice.
Since last year, from May last year. It's also new to me. So when I came to temple last time, they asked, I saw the Palki Yatra. Today is day 8 of Palki Yatra. So they have 9 days of Palki Yatra. So today I wanted to do Abhishekam. Each day someone can perform the Abhishekam.
Nice.
So I volunteered today to do the Abhishekam.
And then before you were hold his or her, sorry. Her. Hold her fingers. Like this? Yeah, like that. Because then it's also the scale of the hand and the... Okay, bear with me 1 second. I think that'll be nice. I'll take one more. 3.
You can hold her.
Maybe...
Like this.
Yeah, hold on. I'll take a close up. I'll take a close up of that. Hold on. I'll take one more portrait just because I really like the detail. Yeah.
Is it painting or cone?
Cone.
Mendi.
Mehendi.
No, you just made with some painting.
Not painting, it is
Henna.
henna.
I only know those 2 words. If there's a third word, I don't know it. Sorry. Thank you again. Om Saram. I took a few more photographs than I expected to in the temple itself, and I'm just walking back on myself now on the route to catch a couple of the scenes that I saw earlier. I took quite a few photographs of some of the girls putting henna on their hands, which I look forward to seeing. It was just nice taking some of the kind of usual temple images that I'm used to, but in a new place. That's cool. Haven't seen that before. I'll probably wrap up this video soon, and then I'll smash cut to tomorrow, and it'll be tomorrow. It's tomorrow. I'm just walking down to the high street now, and we'll see how things are when we get there. Just got here where they've already started, so I was a little late for the preparation, but I'll document from this point onwards, obviously. It's been nice. I've been mainly using an ultra wide, which I don't normally shoot with, but in the crowds here it makes quite a bit of sense to work like that. And then I've switched back to 35, which is what I was mainly using yesterday, and that's giving me a bit more spaciousness, because as we pass through the fairly tight streets as we are now, especially with the cordon rope that they're using this year, it's difficult to really be in amongst the people, which is why the 15mm works for being inside the crowd. A bit of a more open area as we pass through the park that we went through yesterday, so I'll be able to work a little bit more with the 35 and take some more standard kind of compositions. Procession's just entering the park now, so people will be nice and spread out and not as confined by the streets as they were before, which makes it much easier to make images which are a bit more dynamic and not so much in your face with the ultra wide. There's not really any particular frame or image that I'm here to really capture. Overall images from this I know will work for many of the projects that I have, for my local area, for overall the kind of Hindu diaspora across the UK, religious processions in general. But then there's also the local community aspect in terms of specific to the temple. So anything that I do have will be valuable, that I'll be able to give them prints of, which is nice. So there's no particular focus, which is kind of takes away from it, because not takes away from it, but it's more, it doesn't give me that kind of focused way of working that I prefer when I do have a specific assignment. But at the same time, it's nice and free to be able to just see what I'm able to get in terms of a personal challenge, and just make the best that I'm able to, which again is a constant, like always make the best that I'm able to, but non-specific, do things differently than the way I have done previously, and see what comes of it. So not really experimental, but freedom, I guess.
Very well. Perfect. Thank you so much.
So they're just doing speeches now in the park, and then they'll continue with their procession. I'm not going to stick with them for the entirety, because I'm going to be heading to Enfield, where there's another Ratha Yatra chariot procession. So for now I'm just going to probably finish the rest of this roll and then conclude the video. Hopefully there's been something in it that's interesting or useful in some way, just showing how I work in these kinds of environments.